Welcome back to the Cities in Chal on a throaty Bernard as ever after a visit to the Etihad. And yes, City 3, Leeds 2. We'll have a look at the player ratings in the company of Simon Pekowski from Manchester Evening News. We'll throw in some OneFootball and Goal.com ratings as well. Some variances for certain players. I'll even give you my little thoughts as well. So this is the player ratings. Saturday the 29th of November, 3 p.m. kickoff, of course. Match day 13. So we'll have a look how our boys did individually, and please check back over the next couple of days for the story of the game and the preview of the upcoming Fulham game as well. Please, if you are new to the channel, hit that like button. It'd be great to have you on board. Spread the word. Fantastic. If you hit that like button, it helps all the algorithms, helps the channel get out there. And of course, if you've got any hype points to spare, that'd be wonderful if you can do that. That helps the channel as well. So any hype points you've got, guys, spread the love. That'd be most welcome. And of course, if you're not already a subscriber, yeah, if you enjoy the content, please feel free to subscribe. Everything City past, present and forever. And I don't always lose my voice, it's usually just after a game, so we'll hope you can bear with me. Right, let's have a look at this one. We'll start with the back. Donnarumma, yes, flapped, said Simon, and flailed to give Leeds encouragement in the second half. I think the whole team gave Leeds encouragement, didn't we? And his penalty save counted for nothing. Not really, no, not when you're going to save it and put it back in the danger area. So Simon's given him a 5. Goal.com gave him a 5 as well. OneFootball, slight difference of opinion though. They said the Italian did all he could, given that both goals came from defensive faults, and scored him a 7 out of 10. A 7, really? Yeah, I don't think it was at all convincing, certainly in the second half, which obviously was a bit of a malaise from City in general. He got himself stupidly booked again, which means he's one more booking is suspended. Needless bookings, he's just moaning and whinging, no need for it. And of course, he saved a pen, but I've not watched it back. But for me, if you're going to save a pen, it needs to be put out into an area, not straight back to the guy who's took the penalty. It was probably one of the easiest penalty rebound goals I've ever seen in my life, I think. So yeah, perhaps you know, it's no good, is it? No good doing it if you don't do it. And of course, I think as Simon said there, he was flapping at a couple in that second half. So I give him a 5 as well. I certainly don't think he's worth a 7. Nunez, Simon said, brilliant in the first half, but awful for Calvert-Lewin's goal and not much better after that. He scored him a 4. Goal.com said his bright forward play, which led to the lightning quick opening goal, was cancelled out by his clumsy defending, gifting call it bozos, don't we? Gifting Calvert-Lewin the goal that made Leeds believe. Yes, I mean, they were crap Leeds, and we give them that belief. His botch clearance gave Leeds possession again, and then after tackling Calvert-Lewin, he surrendered the ball to him. Yeah, it's like a 1-2, wasn't it? A great little ball through. Scored him a 4. OneFootball said, another stellar performance at right back, and it seems like Pep won't need to scour the market as much as anticipated at the end of the last and start of this season. A simple yet effective assist for the opening goal. He's given a 6.5. So there you go, a total difference of opinion. I'm not sure the guy at OneFootball watched the second half. He was absolutely awful. I think he stopped watching. First half good, second half bad. For me, I'll give him a 5.5. But yeah, I think OneFootball ignored his bit of a double bozo, of course, in the second half there. Gvardiol, Simon said, scrambled a goal after missing an excellent chance, only to completely lose his head for the penalty. I don't know, what was he doing? Anyway, Simon's given him a 4. Goal.com said, like Nunez, his poor defending undid his good work in doubling the lead, couldn't communicate with Nunez for the first goal, and then produced an awful tackle for the penalty and scored him a 4. OneFootball, what did they score? They scored a 6.5. Yeah, I think OneFootball being very kind, actually. He said, provided the first important pass for Phil Foden's opener looked lively throughout, his partnership with Diaz seems to be strengthening, and scored the second goal in an important spell of dominance, but gave a net penalty away as well. So he did see the penalty give away, but he could still give him a 6.5. Yeah, I mean, I have to give him a similar thing to Nunez, as score-wise. Stupid penalty to give away. All right, didn't cost us the points in the end, but it could have done. I've scored him a 5. Let me know what you think, guys, on all these, of course. Diaz, in one of his more performative modes, that's a good word, performative mode, said Simon, making plenty of noises at the officials without dominating on the pitch. Scored him just a 5. Goal.com scored him a 5 as well. Said couldn't show the necessary leadership when Leeds grew in confidence. And One Football scored him a 6.5. So I think there's a City fan or a blinkered City fan scoring for One Football today. He said a commanding role at the back, which he rarely fails to shine in, though he could have been sharper in parts as Leeds exposed his pace on the counter. Generally, I thought Diaz was okay. I'm not going to have a downer on him. I thought he had an okay game, and if he had an okay game, he's going to get a 6 from me. O'Reilly, Simon said, very bright in the first half and helped to make the second goal, though Leeds got him behind him in the second half. Yeah. Goal.com, give him a 6, Simon. Goal.com also give him a 6 and said a strong physical display showing his hunger by attacking Perry from the corner and setting up Audiio. One Football, give him a 7.5. Yes, can you see a bit of a pattern here, isn't there, with One Football? He said made plenty of runs to supplement Doku's threat on the left and courageously jumped ahead of Perry for Josko Gvardio's goal. Another eye-catching performance from the young talent. I thought it was okay. I thought he was one of our better defenders on the day, got forward quite well. I'm going to give him a 6.5, but I think One Football's had a couple of pints, I think, today. Gonzalez, Simon said, one of City's best, albeit there wasn't much competition. He won balls and moved the play on, but didn't get much help. Scored him a 6, though. There you go. Goal scored him a 6 as well. Said dominated the first half, barely giving Leeds any glimpses behind him. Struggled to adapt to the visitors' changes, though. Yeah, so One Football, yep, give him an 8. There you go, no surprise. One Football. Another great performance from Nico Gonzalez. I think they went home at half-time. This must be the reason. Another great performance from Nico, and more involvement too. Had an abundance of strikes from different angles and worked patiently from the edge of the area and deep into his own half. I thought he played pretty well. Again, didn't see him overly much, but that's what you do with a DM. I learned that with Rodri. I used to be critical of Rodri when he first started, and then I suddenly realised sometimes he doesn't have to be in your face, does he? He has to do a job, and I thought he did an okay job, Gonzalez, today, so I'm going to give him a 6.5. Bernardo, yeah, difference of opinion on this one. Simon Bukowski said, seemed to lose his focus on the second half as City lost their way, failing to knit play together in the same way and scored him just a 5. Goal.com also gave him a 5, said didn't really put his usual stamp on the game. One Football gave him a 6.5, no surprise, saying it worked excellently alongside Nunes on the right and linked up well to forge the opener. Never stopped running and led the side as captain to an importantly late winner. He wasn't on, was he? Didn't he go off? I don't know. Anyway, I'm near a One Football on this one. I've scored him a 6.5, but I thought he did pretty well, especially in the first half. I thought, a good captain's performance. I'd say perhaps could have done with a bit more playing like him in the second half at times. Foden, Simon said, an outstanding start and not a bad finish either, as he got City over the line in a game they almost didn't deserve to. Yeah, quite right. Scored him an 8. Simon, so he's been kind. Goal.com scored him a 9. They said dangerous and decisive from start to finish, could have had a hat-trick in the first half. And when everyone else had lost belief, he grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck and won it. Yes, he did. One Football, guess what? 9 out of 10. Yeah, no slacking there. He said he set the game up perfectly with their man of the match as well. Set the game up perfectly, his well-taken finish, but provided additional threat to Leeds with intricate runs into the channels. Nearly doubled his tally inside 20 minutes with a great chance created by City's left side. Finally got his second with the winner after 91 minutes. And what a goal it was. It certainly was. For me, I thought he went missing occasionally, but he was there when it mattered, wasn't he? I scored him an 8 as well. Reinders, yes, had his trademark shot, said Simon, that nearly goes in before disappearing in the second half. Yeah, I think he perhaps could have done better with that shot. Simon's given him a 5. Goal.com scored him a 6, saying contributed his share in defence and attack, although was the first to come off when Guardiola wanted a reaction. One Football said would have been glad to play a big part in this game after not picking up as many minutes of late. A generally positive performance from a player who seems bursting with potential, a 6.5 from OneFootball.com. I thought he was average. I thought he was okay, and if he's okay, he's going to get a 6 off me. Doku, Simon said some excellent forward passes from the centre of the pitch, although he will want to have had more impact out wide and scored him a 5. Yeah, I've gone for a Goal's gone for a 5 out of 10 as well. Goal said couldn't do his useful damage and struggled to prise Leeds defence open down his left flank. One Football though, yes, 6.5. There you go. I'm sure One Football. What was the last game we had? The Champions League. I think their scores were really low, but I think they've got someone else doing this today. I'm sure they have that. I think they're a point or two more than perhaps they deserve, some of the players. Anyway, give him a 6.5. He said not as threatening as usual, but still creating multiple chances from the left. Similar to Nunes and Bernardo, Jeremy Doku's ability to link up with Nico O'Reilly is improving with time and is already showing signs of positivity. Yeah, so as I said, he got a 6.5. For me, yeah, a little. I thought he did little for me. He moved inside, he didn't do a lot inside. When he moved outside, he didn't do too much. It wasn't a disaster. Perhaps he could have been. A couple of finishes might have been better from build-ups that he created, but I'll give him a 5.5. I wasn't totally convinced about Doku today. Haaland, yes, a bit of an enigma today, wasn't he? Simon said anonymous up front, only managing to get on the ball when he was defending set pieces in his own box. Scored him a 4 out of 10. Goal.com give him a 5 out of 10. They said failed to score for the third game in a row. Barely getting a chance in front of goal. He obediently did his defensive work though and was a useful presence nullifying Leeds' aerial threats. We probably needed him, didn't we, really? One Football, just a 6. Yes, I think that's one of the lowest scores, isn't it? He said never really got involved, was made to wait longer for his 100th Premier League goal. He might not beat Shearer at this rate. That time will certainly come, but he'll need to do a better job of beating his man in the final third. I was a bit disappointed, I'll be honest with you. I thought defensively, yeah, he did 3 or 4 good things, helped us out in defence, but that's not where we want him, is it? So defensively, yeah, a sort of rock or half a rock, but up top, not so much. So I've scored him a 5. I was a bit disappointed with Erling today. I just even his work rate seemed a little bit down on what it normally is, even when he's not doing well. So yeah, not impressed today. The substitutes, yeah, Turkey for Rangers, or Reinders, shall we say, provided the assist for Foden, so he got a 6 from Simon. On Goal.com, give him a 6, gave City a bit more guile going forward and gave the ball to Foden for the crucial strike. And yes, One Football, give him, 7, there you go. Provided the assist for Phil Foden's winner, which adds another late contribution to his record in England. Yeah, I don't rate him, he wasn't on enough time for me, but I think he did okay when he came on. And of course the other one, Marmoush, came on in the 89th minute for Bernardo, yes, so he wasn't on the pitch when we got that winner, as opposed to what was said by, yes, One Football, who'd got home at half time by the looks of it. But no real time to Marmoush anyway, who came on for Bernardo. There you go, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Man of the match has to be Phil Foden, didn't he? I don't think there's any quibble about that. As I said, out soon will be the story of the game, a little bit more in depth on the match itself. I'll have time to have a look back at it as well, have a quick rethink of certain things that happened. And yeah, if you're interested, of course, the preview for the Fulham game will be coming up as well. So I'm supposed to be down there Tuesday night, so hopefully if you spot me at the cottage, come and say hello. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know your player of the match. Let us know any big difference in ratings. Are you a happy clapper like the One Football, or are you a bit more down like me, Simon, and Goal.com? Let me know anyway, guys. It'd be great to have your input. And please, if you want to help the channel, or you want to just contact me, or just want to shout out on the channel, there are ways of doing that. All you ever have to do is keep watching and listening.
Thanks for that, guys. Hope you enjoyed the feature anyway, and please, if you can, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, that'd be wonderful. And if you're not already a subscriber, it'd be great if you could subscribe. It's absolutely free. Also, check out all my social media links. They'll be in the description and comments below if you want to follow me on TikTok, Instagram, X, Facebook. We can chat on there and do all things City, of course. Also, if you're into film and TV, don't forget a lot of this channel is film and TV stuff. I love me film and TV like I do City. So if you're into that, have a look. Or if you know someone who might not be that bothered about the football but likes film and TV, give them a kick in my direction. I'll be very grateful. And special thanks as ever to supporters of the channel. Piat6505. They've got a little eBay shop selling film and TV memorabilia mainly, including books, magazines, posters, lots of posters, and they do have some City stuff as well that they've purloined off me over time, so there'll be a few bits and pieces, probably more going on as well. So have a look at Piat 6505 on eBay. And yes, if you do go onto eBay, and if you remember, we do have memberships, 99p a month. You get early access to all my vlogs. So as soon as I do them, you get them. Sometimes it could be months before they're published generally. So a lot of the history stuff. So you have access. The membership gives you access to that. It gives you 10% extra off at Piat 6505 if you want to buy any of that memorabilia. So that you can actually gain that from being a member and support the channel. That's a great way of supporting the channel, of course, like watching the ads on the original thing that you've seen now, my original feature. That'd be fantastic. So yeah, also before we go, podcasts. If you like your podcasts, I do a podcast with Mike Long in South Korea. It's called Bolt from the Blue, in our 8th season. Yeah, we've had some good fun on there. We're trying to have a bit of humour, generally look at City's games as and when we play them, have a look back. So please check out that. It's on Soundcloud, Spotify, all good places you get your podcasts from. There you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed everything about this feature, and you didn't mind me asking you about this at the end. And please, all I ever ask for you is to stay safe, everyone, especially you Blues.